What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today I have another super cool boot review for you guys. It's something a little different, something that I don't wear very often, a leather boot. Obviously, you guys know that I'm injured, so what I'll be doing is I'll be doing the review, I'll get some tech specs for you guys, and then of course the on feet and sort of mock play test. I'm not actually gonna do a play test today on pitch because I am injured, but hopefully this gives you a good idea of what the Copa Sense Point 1 feels like, looks like, and all the specs you need to know about the boot. Let's hop into it. All right, so here we go. It's typical Adidas. They just come in a box. Other than the all laceless version of each of the boots, all the, not takedown models, but the other top end models just come in a black Adidas box. So that's pretty straightforward. And we will open it up like that. So these are in the black, the sort of gray colorway, which I actually really like. I prefer these over the blue and, or excuse me, the black and gold variation. I actually really like these. So that is what they look like on just out of the box. Super cool looking. I saw these in the store, so I've already actually seen these boots. They've got this like metallic-y blue, silver, purple kind of fade. If you ever see like really fancy wraps on cars, this looks something like that. And it's got the fusion skin upper with the leather toe box. So everything feels pretty much similar. I don't actually feel any super big differences between that midfoot and forefoot. Really cool, interesting frame as well, the Sense frame they call this. So it's got these two interesting studs here which are supposed to really help with that lateral turning. This boot is obviously a Copa, so it's the new agey look on the very old and classic Copa Mundial boot. Obviously this coming from the Sense variation. Really, really excited about these boots, and it's a leather boot, which is something that I don't actually wear very often. I will probably not keep these boots even if they fit really well, simply because I'm injured and I have to fly home. I'm doing this review in Australia, so it's a little bit different, but I am really excited to show these to you guys. So sort of these weird curvy marks on here, my guess is that's just sort of a thing. Like I reckon they could have just gone completely flat with the leather and the fusion skin upper, but because of the way that this like Sense thing is, excuse the birds in the background, and then they've got almost like a suede inner liner, and right on the inside it's quite suede, and then they've got a ton of little heel pods. If you can see in there, they're almost like a gray color, so hopefully you can see those pods in there. And what these are supposed to do is fill up the negative space in your heel. So obviously if you look at your heel, you've got your Achilles and it kind of comes in and out towards your ankle, and these are supposed to fill in that space and really help with lockdown. With a leather boot, obviously it's a little more weighty, it's got a little more density to it, which is really great if that's the feel you're looking for. On the inside as well, on the tongue, you've got some of these Sense pods. And then on the inside of the upper, you've got not like individual pods, but there are spaces where the leather and this fusion skin upper are a little bit thicker in places that you might strike the ball a little bit more, touch the ball a little bit more. And that's what I reckon a lot of these this wavy stuff is some of the things that pop out further, a lot thicker on the inside. And I doubt you'll feel that on feet, but that's just something to keep in mind. These do look pretty wide. Typical Adidas, their leather boots tend to be pretty wide for the most part, fit most foot types. This is I think this is a size 9 US, which is my, yeah, 9 US, which is my natural foot size. Usually I'll have to go 9.5 depending on the boot. So with a Vapor, I'll fit in a 9.5, not a 9, because I need it to be a little bit wider. So I've got to go a little bit longer, which is, to be fair, kind of at a detriment to my playing. And that's why I don't wear the Vapors anymore, because they were too long and they just didn't fit correctly. But I'm definitely considering a pair of these Copa 0.1s. I actually haven't tried on, I haven't even seen the laceless ones in person. I'd love to try them on at some point. I tried on the generation before this, the first laceless Copa that they came out with that had this really plush, cushy feel. Those were actually really comfortable for my wide feet, so I really enjoyed those. And I assume these are going to be no different. Obviously, this is the 0.1 variation, so this does have the laces. They're pretty standard, you know, I don't know what shape, little like braided type laces, and in a gray and a black, so it kind of all fits in together. Then you've got this heel counter on the outside that's got this wave pattern, and it even shows more of the purple and blue, which I think is pretty cool. It's a very nice touch. On feet on the pitch, I reckon these wouldn't be crazy noticeable. Obviously they are a little bit metallic, but as soon as you get into playing on an artificial surface, or you get playing on a surface that's not absolutely perfectly flat and clean, the shiny finish or the metallic-y finish would probably not rub off, but it would go away, or things would coat the outside of it. So that's not something to worry about. The heel comes up a very reasonable length. Again, the boots that I wore for the part of the season right before I got injured were those Predators, and I loved them, but the heel was about that tall, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, so those are the boots sort of first impressions. I really do think this Fusion skin is going to be really nice on feet. The tongue does not have, so I, in the thumbnail, sort of baited the idea that these might be better than a Tiempo Legend, and I've tried on the Tiempo Legend in a size 9 US, and the Tiempo Legend is wonderful. It's a very snug fitting boot. It fits my foot type really well, and that's a boot that I'm actually really considering. I'm actually gonna probably go between this, the Tiempo, and one of the Mizuno line, because I think I've had so much issue trying to find a pair of boots that fits my wide feet. But that's, aside from the point, that's not part of the Copa review. As far as these compare to the Tiempo, I reckon the Tiempo leather feels just about the same. It's a different pattern, obviously. Instead of this wavy look, it's definitely got more of the hexagonal patterns, or the diamond. It's kind of got that weird diamond honeycomb shape to it. And it's got a very interesting, the quad fit system on the inside, so it's a very different feel, I bet. I actually haven't tried these on. I just bought them to see if I could do a review for you guys, because I know that you guys want more boot reviews, and those have been really popular on the channel. And obviously, as a professional player, I have a very unique look at different types of boots, because I need them to be not just comfortable, but objective performance as well. And as you can see sort of on the screen, hopefully those shine a little bit for you. I think that is super, super cool. So that is something definitely to keep in mind. Very good looking boot, and we'll see how they fit and feel on feet. I'm really excited to try these on and see how these little pods on the inside work. And obviously the Tiempo is a leather boot, but because of that quad fit system, it's sort of turned into a boot that's got much more of a sock-like sensation, which, if that's what you want a leather feel with that sock-like sensation like you would get in the old Magista or a Vapor even, or probably more similar to that would be the Phantom Vision, I believe it was called, the Phantom Vision 1 and 2. Those were made out of that quad fit system. But if you want a traditional leather boot with a really modern twist that has lots of really good attributes of a modern football boot, so good lockdown, good heel counter, really good responsiveness of the sole plate, the Copa might be the way to go. But let's find out in the on-feet portion of the video. All right, guys, so I have the boots right here. Sorry, there's a clothesline above me. I'm really trying to get this video to you guys. It's a little bit like makeshift because I'm in a backyard, so we'll make this happen. But here they are on the boots. Again, let's see if I can show you these. So they've got like the Sense pods here, and they've got See if you can see those in the outside. There you go. Kind of see those pods that take up that negative space. So we will get these on feet and test how they feel. Ooh. Oh, those are really nice actually. Ooh, okay. Into this. I've never worn a Copa before, so that is, yeah, first impressions. These are super, super nice on feet. Definitely wide enough for my feet here. Probably gonna need a little bit of break-in time as most leather boots and, I mean, most boots in general need for me especially. I'm gonna tie these laces a little bit looser just so that I can not do the broken foot thing. So I'll get them on both feet for you guys just so you can see it, and then I'll probably take them off really quick. Again, just trying to get this content for you guys, and then we'll go from there. But first impressions, these are super comfortable. Like super, super comfortable. I would be totally fine wearing these in a training session. There's no loose space around the outside of the ankle. There you go. That's what that looks like. Sorry, it's super bright, trying to get this sorted out. But yeah, these are really nice, really decent width. Obviously this is popping up because I haven't tied the laces totally tight because my foot on this side is broken. Size 9 US comes perfectly right onto that toe, so that's awesome. And then on this side, same thing, toe is perfect placement. The width in the forefoot is brilliant for me. The width in the midfoot is a little bit snug, but that comes with most boots, so I will definitely get some break-in time if I decide to buy these back in the United States. Rolling my ankle like this, there's no spaces. Sometimes when you do this with a boot, there's that open space right there, so there's a little bit there, but it's really not bad. And these boots are super snug, super comfy. I reckon the touch on the ball would be brilliant. So this part right here is definitely a little thicker, and then there's some thicker spots right here where you would touch the ball on the outside of your foot and stuff. I'll back up so you guys can see. So that is definitely a boot that I would wear in a training session for sure. Not sure obviously if it's a game type situation boot yet, but that is the way that it goes. Would for sure recommend these for really wide footed players, and then would definitely recommend these for anybody who wants a leather sensation with a little bit of that synthetic-y responsiveness and stuff. So those are the boots. Again, super nice, just really, really fun. So that is it for the video, guys. Whoa. Thanks so much for joining me again. Really excited to show you these Copa Sense Plus boots. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you like the Copa Sense and you actually wear them, comment down below what your favorite part of the Copa Sense is. And as always, guys, be awesome, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.